Here on Gate of Theories, we love Big Mouth and have enjoyed making videos on the show in the past, which, if you haven't seen, there's a link in the description and a card up above. Anyway, the Big Mouth Season 4 trailer dropped recently, and we want to make sure you're all up to date with your Big Mouth knowledge before the new season hits our screens on the 4th of December. So let's get into this trailer breakdown. Season 4 is going to start off where Season 3 left off. It's summer, that means summer camps, going to pools, hot weather, you know the drill. The trailer starts with Coach Steve as a lifeguard at the local outdoor pool and takes absolutely no time to bring out the crude humour we all love from the show. The trailer then introduces us to the summer camp, which from the teaser gif released on social media we know is called Camp Mohegan-Sun, which is likely to do with the location as it's about 2.5 hour drive from New York, where the show is based. It could also be to do with the famous casino resort, especially with Andrew and Seth playing cards later on in the trailer. Anyway, Camp Counselor Harry is new this season and he is going to be played by the always fantastic John Oliver. His character is definitely going to be the over-the-top enthusiastic camp leader. There's absolutely no doubt there. If we then skip forward to where Andrew appears at the camp, much to Nick's surprise, we're introduced to Nick's camp best friend so far, Seth Goldberg, who will be played by Seth Rogen, and his name appears to be a mix of Seth Rogen and Seth's writing partner, Evan Goldberg. As the trailer progresses, we see that Andrew has stolen Nick's best friend, which will add to the already tension. In this volleyball scene, we're also introduced to Milk, who's going to be played by one of the Big Mouth screenwriters, Emily Altman. The kid looks more to be on the nerdy side, especially with the thrown up in volleyball. Then we get introduced to Tito, the Anxiety Mosquito, who will be played by Maria Bamford. Tito, the Anxiety Mosquito, is going to carry the main theme throughout Season 4 of anxiety and isolation, just like in Season 2 with Shame and the Shame Wizard. Picking a mosquito for this role is genius. Who doesn't feel anxious around mosquitoes? I mean, I definitely do. Whew, I do not want them to bite me. As we see from the next few shots, the Anxiety Mosquito will affect a lot of, if not all of the main characters this season. We then see that Jessie is back in therapy. This will likely carry on the story of her battle with depression as well as the anxiety that will be caused by the move and the new school. We then see in the trailer that the summer is over and they're back at school. We see Nick talking again to Andrew, which hopefully means they've made up in summer camp. Phew! Couldn't have those besties being apart for too long. We're then greeted with the most obvious coupling ever of Jay and Lola, who are perfect for each other. Am I wrong? Moving ahead a few shots, we then see Andrew in this must be weird dream where he's in a butt with birds pointing their butts at him and squirrels with butts for eyes. Not sure what's going on there, but I'm sure it'll make more sense once the season's out. We then get the first glimpse of a Future World episode, which will likely be like the superhero episode in Season 3, this time revolving in Nick's head. We see Nick versus older Nick with what appears to be a giant Tito the Anxiety Monster, probably for a Godzilla-esque battle, as we see from the next shot attacking a giant frog, which is the Granditoad, who will help Jessie with therapy. We then see a big punch from Lola against Jay. Their relationship was always going to be spicy, and Lola is strong, as we know from when she hurt Andrew's arm in previous seasons. We then see Devon with a champagne bottle at what appears to be in the background a strip club. We know he got kid married. Is this a sign of divorce, possibly? Is Devon and Devon finally over? Maybe. What do you guys think? Tell us down below. The trailer then focuses on Matthew and he's coming out to his dad. I'm just hoping his dad's going to be good about it. Matthew obviously feels nervous to tell his dad. We can see from even those few seconds that he's tearing up to tell him. We then see Missy with two new friends. We don't have names for those characters yet, however in a promo shot we see Mona introduce them to Missy. This is probably to make her cooler, especially as we see her depart with those dungarees. That could be a hard scene to watch, I'm not going to lie. It could be also the point in the season where Jenny Slate hands over the role of Missy to comedian Ayo Edebiri, which is going to take place in the penultimate episode of Season 4. We then see a huge red wave coming towards Jessie, which presumably will relate to her period. Hopefully it's not as traumatic as the one in New York, but by the size of this wave, it may be worse. The next shot I want to talk about is Lola and Jay with the paintball guns looking very much like Bonnie and Clyde, which would be ace to see. It may also hint to a Halloween episode, which would be super mint. We then see this shot, which I presume is Andrew with his butt open to the rest of the world, which may explain the weird dream bit I was talking about before. This could be the cause of his anxiety in this season. I then want to focus on the end with Missy's hologram in the future episode, meaning it's the end of the world in an apocalypse style episode. We see Andrew's hairline did not age well. Nick looks pretty good. Coach Steve is still kicking about. Next to him looks like Devon and Devon, which means they may not have split up. And then on the end, puberty was good to Lola and Jay. Jeez! Overall, I thought the trailer was really good and should be a really interesting season. The one worry which a lot of fans have expressed concern with is the fact that not once does Maury appear in the trailer. From screen releases, Maury will be in Season 4, just maybe not as much, especially with Connie being Nick and Jesse's hormone monster, and the season seems to be more on their story from the trailer. But I'm sure Maury will appear, especially with Matthew coming out to his dad. They probably just kept him out of the trailer as they didn't want to put those killer jokes in the trailer. Bring on December 4th. If you enjoyed this video, why not hit that like button and share this video on social media. Tell us in the field section or comment section for you newbies what's your thoughts about Big Mouth Season 4. If you're new to the channel, why not click that subscribe button for 2 TV and film related videos every week. If you're already subscribed and awesome like that, why not also click that bell button so you never miss a new video. I've been Lewis here on Gated Theories. See you next week with another video.
Don't you love me, love me, love me? Touch me, touch me, touch me more.